Okay, everybody. I am Nick. I'm going to be commentating this match. This is week 5 of the MML. This is East Bay Earthquakes versus the Farr West Furrets. This is his first match, the Farr West Furrets. He's leading Garg. And East Bay Earthquakes is leading Pelipper. I helped Earthquakes prep for this match this week a little bit. He's going to U-turn here, I think. They were ready for this. Looks like he's going to hard switch maybe instead. Basically the same thing. Expecting rocks probably from the Quag. That Pelipper's max defense, so it's not very offensive. Yeah, there's the rocks. All right, now time to find out who his bullet seed switch-in is. That's a pretty easy click for Cole here. Bullet seed's nice because then, oh, that should take out the Quag. That's nice because even if he had a window barrier, it wouldn't have stopped it. 3 hits wasn't luck. He's running the 4 to 5 hit item. That's a 1-0 lead for Cole. Both these players are 2-2, so this is a big match for these guys. Sends out Death Star. That's the Iron Moth. Oh, and he's going to be booster energy. Raises his speed, okay. He's going to go to Iron Treads, predicting the Sludge Wave, I think. Let's see. Hurricane, actually. Wow. That did a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, gets the Rapid Spin away the rocks. He's running Careful Nature Max FWF with the AV on Treads. This is very FWF. Hence the damage there. Now Iron Moth's kind of forced to switch out here, which sucks for him because he already used the booster energy. I'm going to go into the Rotom. Maybe predicting the Earthquake. Rapid Spin gets rid of the rocks. That's really good for him. He does have the Ice Spinner for him, and best thing he can do is Leaf Storm. I don't know. Will-O-Wisp, that's a good play. I forgot about Will-O-Wisp. Ice Spinner's not going to do much. He has no attack investment. Not horrible. Not trivial damage, so I don't think the Rotom can hit him back for very much, so I mean this is kind of an awkward 1v1 here. I don't know who it's better for. Kind of seems like Furrets has a difficult time damaging this, so it might be good to just start chipping it. I was just going to go for a safe knockoff, get him something out of it, you know. Makes sense to me. He's going to swap. That's the Slowking going to take a knockoff. He's burned now, so it won't do too much, but gets rid of the item. Heavy duty boots. That's not going to be a factor. Cole didn't bring any form of hazard, so no harm, no foul there for Furrets. Cole's going to go hard into Brute Bonnet. Let's see if Furrets can predict this with an Ice Beam. Maybe would be his best bet. But otherwise, he resists the stabs really well. So goes for the Chilly Reception. That's really good. Good play by Furrets. Keep up the momentum there. That does stop the rain as well. That's another factor. Really good play by Furrets there. And out pops the threat. The recently banned in OU Chen Pao. Now, who knows what this thing's running? He can run anything from just Jolly Boots all the way up to Adamant Banded, so the damage is hard to tell sometimes. Cole's going to at least get an Intimidate off. That was part of his strategy, so help slow this thing down. Is the Intimidate. And Ice Bull Crash is the move, so it's the stronger move, but the one that can miss. That does about 51, which is just over a quarter.
I guess so.
Cole has a strategy here. It's always Tauros and then into Scizor. Just because he shouldn't use Dark Move on the Tauros, so it's a pretty free switch to Scizor. He's either going for Ice Move, Psychic Fangs, or switching, in which case Scizor kind of handles all of that. That was a core aspect of his game plan, was Tauros plus Scizor. There's a swap. Let's see if it's something good for Scizor. That's going to be the Slowking. Not great unless he has Flamethrower or Fire Blast, but either way, Scizor is probably U-turning out. Super effective, right? It's pretty free, so... unless this thing's really fast. I know Cole has no speed on the Scizor, but Slowking so slow would take like max speed, which is obviously a weird set. So it's a pretty free U-turn for Cole. Sounds like he's considering SDing, which he could, but it does risk the Flamethrower, Fire Blast, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I think U-turn's just free. That's gonna do a lot. Woo! Almost a KO.
You shouldn't click it. So
I think Bonnet's a good play. He hasn't shown you that he has Ice Beam yet, but he could because you already swapped once. I mean, it's possible. Future Sight sets up a Future Sight. Now you expect a hard switch from him.
You have to stay in this thing.
I don't think a lot on his team can take a Bullet Seed. Iron Moth 4 times resist, but it just has no defense, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to go to the Iron Moth. I think that's a good switch. It's going to take like 40 if I had to guess. Oh, it's going to take like 25. Depends on the amount of hits. He's taking that really well. A lot better than I thought. I know it's a 4 times resist, but Iron Moth has like 50 defense or something. 5 hits. Lucky for Cole. Doesn't do very much, but now he already showed he can go Iron Treads, so he may Flamethrower. But it's not raining, so he's not going to go Treads this time. He's going to go to Pelipper. Let's see what he goes for. Poison move would do a lot if he goes for Sludge Wave, because this is a max Fizz Def Pelipper. Let's see. He goes for Discharge. Wow, he reveals Discharge. That's going to take out the rain. That's a huge turn. Honestly, I forgot Iron Moth even got that. Yeah, Cole's going to go out to his Floatzel now with the limited rain turns. He does have the Damp Rock, so he's got 8 turns of rain left, assuming he doesn't Chilly Reception again.
He lives this. No one wants to switch into this anymore. Roading maybe.
He's going to save that. Yeah, that's one of his offensive win cons, I think.
Yeah. How much does this do?
Here's Rotom. I honestly think this could kill. Depends on the set. Yeah. Holy moly. Floatzel's so scary, huh? I mean, that probably wasn't a defensive Rotom, but still. All right, Cole's up 5-4 here. Game's moving along a little bit quicker now. Floatzel's got to go. The big part here is Quag could have been water absorbed, but he lost it early on. So he goes out to Garg, which is almost telegraphing that he's going to Terrasilize into something, obviously. Looks like Cole's going to go for Terra as well. Interestingly, he had Terra Grass for the Quag, but I don't think he needs to Terra anymore because the Quag's gone. But it could be good. Depends on what this thing's going to Terra into. Normal Terra for Garg is Ghost because it leaves you with only the Dark weakness, but there's loads of things. I mean, maybe he's Grass just for this thing. I could see that. Either way, Wave Crash in the rain is not going to feel good. Unless he's a resist, yeah. If he's a resist, then he can take it pretty well. Sounds like Cole's calcing. He's only got 13 seconds. Or looking up something, I don't know. 10 seconds. Gonna be close. Okay, he gets it off. So he's gonna Terra Grass. So that's the Terra on Cole's side. Terra Grass, Floatzel. That does make him weak to the Ice Shard on Chen Pao now. Of course, he's faster in the rain and can Aqua Jet. Probably do a lot, but yeah, Guard has to Terra. Obviously, he would die to the Wave Crash if he doesn't. Let's see if he's a resist. Ghost, which is what you expect. He's still going to take a lot. If he's max defense, he can maybe take less than half. I don't think so. Let's see. Oh my god, that still does so much. Takes so much in recoil. Let's see what he goes for. Salt Cure. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to KO. There's the lefties.
Don't want to leave.
Here's the Salt Cure. 58 down to 30 something. So he can take another one. So Protect's not gonna kill him. A lot of guards run Protect with the Salt Cure, you know. Looks like Cole doesn't want to take any chances. He might just swap. It's a dangerous swap though, because he could just click recover. This is a tough turn. This is a big turn. Let's see. He is going to go to this to the Brew Bonnet, because if he does recover, he can crunch him next turn. I think that's a decent mid ground. Let's see if he protects. Go straight for the recovery. Yeah, that's tough. Now Cole's in a difficult spot. I think he's going to have to wear this thing down. If it has Iron Defense, then it's going to be really difficult. You can see he gets almost back to full there. And now it could get really stally. There's still 8.5 minutes left in the game, but Cole does have the lead if it does come to that. Let's see how much Crunch does. Looks like just over half. That's huge. And the defense drop is massive. Body press is not going to kill. It doesn't do that much even. Brew Bonnet really coming in clutch there. He hasn't shown Protect. Yeah, you just crunch here if you're Cole. There is no other play. I can't remember if he has a resist of some kind, but I think he needs to save Guard. This is his win con. If he gives it up, I don't know how he wins. Maybe Chen Pao could win. I mean, I never doubt Chen Pao. There's a crunch. That does KO. Brew Bonnet with his second KO. Takes out Quag and this. That's two massive walls. Impressive showing from Brew Bonnet. Rain should be done pretty soon. That's tough for Floatzels. It's going to make dealing with Chen Pao a lot harder. Here comes Chen Pao. Let's see. He's already shown that he goes to Tauros here. Let's see if he... It does get Psychic Fangs, but clicking that on Brew Bonnet's kind of crazy. So I think he just has to either SD or just go with the Icicle Crash and keep chipping this thing down. He still has a lot of health. That's going to be difficult for him to break this. Yeah, he's going to crash again. We've seen the damage does about 50. The leftovers will be above half. With the leftovers, it's close to a 2-hit KO from here. He could go for the flinch, but he should probably switch. Cole's going into... It looks like he's going for the flinch because Tauros swapped first. And with the Intimidate... And the resist, this isn't going to do much. Honestly, more than I thought, but yeah, not that much. There goes the rain. That's it for rain.
There goes rain. That's better.
If I'm Cole here, I definitely U-turn, but there's no risk of Terra Fire or anything. He already Terra'd, so there's really nothing this thing can do that's that crazy, especially when Chen Pao's -1 from the Intimidate. You could even go back to Tauros if you wanted, but I think U-turn's the best play. I like his hat. Yeah, SD's. He's thinking about SDing and going to try to take this game over, but I mean, he really could do that. He's in a good spot. I think U-turn's the safest play, and he does swap, so U-turn's a good play. Yeah, this is a sack in that case.
This might kill.
He said this might kill. Definitely kill.
Nice.
Yeah. Scissor KO Slowking. Okay.
Okay, Moth is the scariest thing.
All that's left is Iron Moth and Chen Pao, so it's just the offensive guys.
So I think we go with Moth. This guy. Force him to bring out Chen.
I can hear Cole. I don't know if you guys can. I know he's got me muted, so you can't hear me, but obviously. But he's trying to force out. Oh, okay. It's a good play from. It's a good play from Farr West Furrets from Zintaf. I get Cole's idea if it was Iron Moth, his Floatzel's faster. Intimidate. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like he has the psychic things he would have gone for by now. He gets a crit. That's a big crit on the Taurus, but it still gets the Intimidate off, so it kind of did its job. I mean, the next Icicle Crash was going to kill anyway. Furrets isn't out of this yet. He still has his 2 most dangerous Mons, so I mean, it's not over. Iron Moth does take hits from this very well. But if you're Cole, I think you just U-turn, right? You U-turn, it would probably kill this, and if he brings an Iron Moth, you just go to Floatzel afterwards.
U-turn, he stays in. I have to snag something. I think that's okay.
So it's 4v2, I think.
I don't want to be in.
It's closer than it looks at 4v2, though, because Zintaf still has 2 of his most threatening. And, okay, he's going to stay in and crunch. That was -1 damage? That is so crazy. U-turn kills. That Qianpao is the scariest Pokemon. Good lord. Okay, now Floatzel should clean up. I think Floatzel just wins. Because he's faster than Moth, especially because he already used his booster energy, so it's not like he could be Scarf or anything.
Should be able to wave crash always faster. Unless he was scarfed, which I don't think.
3 minutes till battle, and it looks like it's going to end. There's the Wave Crash. This will pick up the KO. He might be able to save a differential point if this kills Floatzel, but that's going to be a win for Cole. Let's see.
Yes, I think it's
He does die to the recoil, so he'll lose 1 differential there, but I don't think anybody cares. As long as you get the win, right?
this dies too.
So let's see. Floatzel, KO.